we were trying to get some information out of the sea captain that wanted to charge us an arm and a leg to transport us to the Foundry. And instead we just did some shopping and we're trying to get a sense of what might be most likely for us to encounter. So we wrapped that up, got a ways from Revel's End. That way we don't spook anyone, scare anyone. We summoned the mimic ship to come and pick us up and sail us away. And we've been sailing. Nothing's dared attack us as of yet. We've been trying to keep on the lookout for like sea trolls and other things. And had some interesting weather. And right now we come up to a ship graveyard, which was currently debating the merits of exploring. We still have 2-3 days left to travel, get to our final destination.
That was a very good recap. I feel like, okay, I know what happened last time. Please award yourself a DM inspiration. Now, we've got a slightly meta question, and hello, Akia's player. Welcome to the game.
Hello.
Our slightly meta question for this evening, fact inspiration question. What is your character's favorite genre of movie? No, not a hardball one this evening. So let me look at our player list. Let us ask first, Akia, what is your answer to this facts inspiration question?
Suspenseful sci-fi.
Suspenseful sci-fi.
Yes, something that just really gets like the imagination going.
Or bonus points that wouldn't accrue you any extra factspiration. Could you give us an example?
Sure. For example, have you seen the movie Mother? Or I Am Mother?
I was going to say Mother with Jennifer Lawrence, the Darren Aronofsky film.
I Am Mother is like a sci-fi film. It's like, what if, would AI who's like trying to do their best for humanity be like, we're going to have to kill all of you.
Oh my gosh.
And try again. If they think that's what's best for humanity, just space stuff, high tech stuff. Would it work that way? Are they gonna make it? What would happen if there was a deadly outbreak on? Have you seen that movie Life? With
Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence?
No. Different one. Maybe I'm getting the name wrong, but there's like they found like some alien life on Mars, and it's like a very, very sentient bacteria that like kills people. It's like, what's gonna happen? Would it actually happen this way? Just stuff that leaves open to the imagination.
Well, that sounds super spooky. Akia, thank you for sharing. Please award yourself a factspiration point. We just might need it going into tonight's session. Excellent. Let us now ask Evilise. Lotus, same question for you.
Well, considering Evilise, or Lotus's love of professional wrestling, she really likes big, colorful, bombastic characters. So she definitely loves superhero movies, but specifically her favorites would be the ones that involve like lower, like street level characters. So definitely her favorites growing up were the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Does Lotus attribute herself to the theory that when Tobey Maguire Spider-Man got the symbiote suit, he acted that way because that's what he thought was cool, and that was done on purpose?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's like the idea is that the symbiote brings out whatever your nascent personality is, and Peter Parker in that universe was brought out his more narcissistic personality. So of course he's going to put on the emo hair and the black suit and start dancing like that, thinking like he's hot shit.
Your DM agrees. Thank you, Iblis. Thank you, Lotus. Please award yourself a Faxpiration point for this session. Let us move to Lex, aka Alicia. Alicia, what is your answer to this DM inspiration question for this evening? Or Faxpiration, excuse me.
I don't know if Alicia would have a favorite genre. I think they would if anything, more of a preference. Probably rom-coms, just to, see others people relationships, probably also analyze them honestly, and just watch something that they can just kind of turn their brain off to a little bit. I don't know.
Okay, but does she watch Adam Sandler rom-coms?
Ooh.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a full-throated yes. It could be select ones.
Yeah, probably. I'm trying to think of well, not
50 First Dates.
Yeah, that's the one. That was actually the one that came into my mind. I was like, the one with Jennifer Aniston, right? Yeah. I think they would probably enjoy watching that. Be very curious as to how do you keep losing your memories over and over and over like that. There's magic to cure that stuff. Oh, I see now. Well, this is interesting.
I agree with Alicia. That is interesting. And I think Big Daddy is an amazing movie and a great rom-com. So, Alicia, please take a Faxpiration point. Last but not least, Gaiman. Gaiman, what is your answer to this Faxpiration question?
I like them for different reasons. So, before my intelligence, I would say I like the action movies of VTT. So, your Sly Stallone, your Arnold Schwarzenegger, big ripped dudes doing kick-ass shit with loads of cuts. And I still like them, even given my enhanced abilities, because it is a sort of bit of a comfort and allows me to kind of disengage and not think about what it is I'm consuming entertainment-wise. Got to say, favorite is Predator.
I think I rewatch Predator at least once a year. It's just so good.
I mean, it's so fucking well done, right?
And I know what I'm doing after the game, guys, which will be to the detriment of
Predator.
Yes, to the detriment of me working tomorrow. And my wife probably like, "What are you doing?" I'll be like up on the couch sweating, holding the blanket up my face. It'll be worth it. All right, please take a Faxpiration point, and I need to move us back to our adventure map for today, at least to begin.
May I ask a question that may be potentially derail us?
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts on Predator 2? No judgment.
I like a lot of Predator 2, but I feel like it lacks a lot of the what made Predator 1 so iconic. Uh, I like the concrete jungle aspect. It just doesn't have the same je ne sais quoi that Predator 1 had. There's not like a moment in it like the handshake between Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers, or like when Carl Weathers is shooting his machine gun and it gets like hit with the Predator shuriken and his arm just keeps firing. There's not a scene like that in Predator 2 for me.
Okay. I honestly, for a time, did like Predator 2 more than Predator 1. The original Predator, I think, is ultimately the better film. But I like Predator 2 because of the lore, expanded on the lore. And also, much like why they cast Keanu Reeves in Speed, I don't know exactly what went on that, it was um, uh, Danny Glover said yes, or maybe they specifically wanted Danny Glover for the role. I like him in that because he's an action movie hero, because of Lethal Weapon movies. But it's one of those things like, does he survive? You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with Speed, like Keanu Reeves. This is his first big outing as an action hero. Is he going to succeed? We don't know. It's the suspense.
I've never thought of it from that perspective before. That makes sense. Well, y'all, let me pull us back in here, because we could probably easily get sidetracked here as I activate our map. The ship graveyard below you, kind of looms. The dark sky above you is not backlit by the sun or the stars of the moon. It is hidden by a deep cloud cover as the snow falls upon your ship and the frozen air blows through your hair. PBR has stopped for some unknown reason here in this ship graveyard. Something has spooked them. So I will knock the ball over to your guys' side of the arena here, and please let me know. What do you do?
I guess Lotus will run up towards the bow of the ship and just sort of like lean over and say like, it's like, PBR, are you alright? What's wrong?
I sensed something in the depths below. There's several ships down there. There might even be treasure. I sense life. I sense a lot. The pirate ship will say to you.
Alright. Lotus will look down and giving a couple taps onto her mask, look down, cast lights, and try to see what she can see.
You cast light upon the water. Everyone, you can see that the light is penetrating the water, so there's not some sort of darkness below keeping you from seeing. You guys can make out, and the art here isn't necessarily respective or showing how many ships there see. You see roughly 5 shipwrecks below that you believe you could dip down below the water to explore. Below the surface, you can see that there is things moving right below the outstretched cone of light coming from the Flavy mask.
I believe Akia and Alicia were both ritual casting water spells, and we are now hydro homies.
Mm. So you guys are going to take about 10 minutes to do that?
Yes, Akia was casting water breathing, and I believe Alicia was casting water walking. Hey, Alicia, it might. This is OOC. Water walking might make it hard to investigate. Definitely.
I was going to ask, does water walking, does it say in the spell that it forces you to walk on the water, or you just have the ability to walk on the water now?
I think you can choose to turn it off, but then it's off.
It grants the ability, but then it also says if you're submerged, it raises you to the surface. So it kind of says both. Like, grants you the ability, but it also forces you to the surface.
So with this spell, with how it's written, it's kind of contradictory. Let's make a homebrew rule here, folks, because that does not feel super fun to me. I'm going to say that when you guys have the spell, we're going to look at the grants the ability to move across liquid's surface, so you can choose whether you go up or down. And then let's say if you are unconscious with this spell up, it starts to kind of shift you up because you can no longer control it. Does that feel like a more fun solution, everyone?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
That way, if you guys want to have a Naruto-inspired water fight, you can have a Naruto-inspired water fight.
PBR, you said you sensed life below us. I mean, this has got to be pretty fucking cold water. So I'm guessing it's not some poor schmuck that came sailing along. It's creatures that normally live in these parts.
It's hard for me to know. The it's below, they're messing with my ability to sense. Should we go below the surface?
What do you mean? You submerge yourself?
I could try to submerge with you all on me. Or I could remain here, anchored, with your allies aboard.
I mean, we could be submarine pirates. That's even cooler than regular pirates.
My only concern with us being submersible pirates is we don't have, a safe space to come back to, mate. It's not like there's a separation, a corridor between inside and outside that we can take advantage of. Is there?
The mimic ship will say, that is a good point. There's not really a good way for me to create an air bubble for you all within me. I don't have that type of ability. As he is saying that, can I get active perception checks from everyone on board? Ah, damn. Alicia's pulling the average of perception checks way up here. Okay, so from everyone on board, we have just one success Do you guys want to leave it at one success here for this potential thing that's going to happen?
Can I succeed at a cost?
You could succeed at a cost with this challenge. Would Gaiman choose to succeed at a cost here to succeed?
Yes, because I am. I play by the rules in the sense that if one asks and the answer is yes, you are committed. So if you don't want to succeed at a cost, don't ask.
All right, so Gaiman is going to be unlucky. However, you guys do have 2 out of 4 succeeding in this kind of group check, which is enough. So Gaiman.
Sorry, wrong button. Didn't mean to raise my hand.
All good. So, Alicia and Gaiman, maybe from the opposite side of the boats that you guys are on, you guys see swimming under the water what appears to be odd, amphibious-looking troll-like creatures swimming just out of the eyesight and the light beams that are present.
Does it look like they are approaching, or
They are almost like doing a crisscrossing pattern underneath the ship, as if they were almost trying to set up an ambush?
I think we have company, and I think they are scoping us out.
God damn it! It's those fucking water trolls.
Yes, Lotus will just not really doing anything in particular, but you just see the arcane energy just starts sparking on our hands. It's like, should I smoke them out, or what do you want to do?
If we go down there, we're fighting their turf. Could get ugly. I suppose what I could do. Language barrier.
I think it'd be best if we, well, I don't know if they're. Is it possible to make an insight check on these things? Like, does it seem like they are very much like hostile, or I'm not even sure if that's possible with them being in the water.
Well, I mean, we could try to go down there and communicate. Does anyone have tongues? I'm talking about the spell, not having a bloody tongue in your mouth.
Not prepared.
I don't. But you know who in our B team knows a lot of languages? My sexy nerdy boyfriend.
Yeah, well, your sexy nerdy boyfriend is a bit squishy for something like this, for him to be sticking his head into the freezing ass water. So I was thinking more of he casts tongues on like Kia or myself, and we try and talk to the water trolls and figure something out, as opposed to just going in and slaughtering the bottle.
I guess that is the question. Does Watto know the spell tongues?
Let's see here.
It is risky to try and talk to them, though. Like when we tried to talk to those orcs, it sort of put us in a tactical disadvantage.
Watto, I will say, if you want to expend your arcane knowledge, he can let you know. It is of my information that trolls, despite their difference, despite their almost mutated-like nature, speak a dialect of giant. So, does anyone here speak the giant tongue?
Oh, Gaiman
Yeah.
does, and I don't know, Akia, are you still able to understand it?
Yes, I can speak giant.
Oh, well, perhaps no magic is even needed here. If you all speak the giant tongue, you can try to communicate with them that way.
All right. Still, perhaps I do think Gaiman is right, though. If it does end up coming to a fight, we would probably be at a disadvantage in the water. Maybe there's some way we could try to invite at least one of them up here.
I mean, if you tie a rope to me, lower me down. That way, if there's an issue, you can pull me back up real quick. Or we could send gear, since, I'm stronger than he is and I could pull him up probably faster than you lot could probably pull me up.
I think Akia would probably work, since you're the stronger one. We would probably need you to do most of the work for that.
Okay, you up for a little bit of parlay with some water trolls?
I suppose. Okay. I guess I'll let them tie a rope around me, and I'll pull up the hood on my cloak of the manta ray, and I'll get ready to jump in the water.
Now, Kia, if you need us to pull you up, you're in trouble. Just tug on the rope, okay?
Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just come over to the edge here, and look at everybody. And
We're
I'll,
missing somebody.
the prisoner.
Yes.
Oh, let me drop him on the map here. He should be here, but he had no way of leaving. So, old Valish Gant.
I would say, speaking of rope, I would go over, say to Watto before he starts saying, it's like, keep an eye on that one, and don't be and if he starts giving you a hard time, don't be afraid to use your rope skills on him.
I have my claws ready to go, just in case. As we know, Gant, you may be a powerful wizard, but we are a team. And he raises his eyebrow at Gant, and Gant rolls his eyes and says, I'm not here to do anything troubling. You heard the imp. I could be help to you all if you only allowed me to do so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Akia, can you give us your shonen anime transformation sequence as you pull your hood of the manta ray and you jump into the water?
Yeah, so Akia pulls the hood up. You see on their neck, like these gills start to form, but since Akia doesn't breathe, they end up just turning into heat sink fans. So they have like these little fans that grow underneath them, and water starts passing over them just to give them extra heat dissipation under the water for when they're overclocking. And then they'll put their arms out to the sides, and this silvery metal liquid metal will start bubbling up the length of their side, on their arms and in their armpit area, and it'll just start growing out into a large fin, like a manta ray. And they'll just have all this extra metallic skin under their arms that they can use to glide through the water. And they are not wearing their bear cloak. And then they grow a tail. They grow a long manta ray tail, and that's what gives them their extra swim speed, as their swim speed jumps up to 60, I believe.
That is super cool. Okay, so Akia jumps into the water. There's a loud splash. And everyone watches as you descend below the deeps. Into the deep, excuse me. As you descend below into the water, Akia, you can see a creature swim towards you with almost curiosity on their face. The creature looks like this as it's swimming under the water. It is troll-like. It has almost frozen appendages, but you notice that there is webbing connecting its fingers together, webbing connecting its toes, and you can see the articulation of gills along the outside of its neck.
Yes, they'll see the gills on Akia, and the frost, the illusory frost covering their face, and there's a little bit of a similarity there. And Akia will say hello in giant, and it's the very Akia like just hello.
How are you able to communicate with us, with me, and move through the water as you do? Are you like I? Are you a scrad?
No. I would say that my abilities to communicate are simply because I've learned your language. It is very similar to the giant kin of the land. And my looks are, well, you could say works of artifice or magic.
We sense your ship through the water. The vibrations call to us. We are hungry and seek a meal. We also smell powerful magics. We love magics.
Akia, as you're looking at this creature, you notice that on its neck, it actually has a bejeweled amulet, and on its wrists, you see gleaming golden bracers.
I too am a fan of magic and magic items. They intrigue me. My friends bade me to come speak with you, possibly make some sort of arrangement. Maybe there is mutual benefit that we can achieve.
Can you give me a persuasion check to this creature?
Okay. If it makes a difference, before I roll the persuasion check, if they would seem interested in like
Fidget spinners.
no. Because they said they would want some food, and I think they like want to try and eat PR or something. But IKEA does have food to offer them. Do you want me to go? But should I go ahead and make that? So is this like a roll to see if they'd be willing to negotiate?
Let's do this. How, and you may be able to gain advantage on your check. You've heard they wanted a meal. You heard that they're interested in magic. What is your argument you're going to present to them, and then we can go from there.
My argument that I would present to them is that I would like to discuss like what magic items I have, what magic items they have, just to learn about each other's magic, and that just as an exchange, just straight up learn about each other's magic items, just for curiosity, and then in exchange for passage and maybe searching these wrecks for any treasure that they don't want, or maybe in exchange for some other favor. So the passage in that, and I would be willing to use create food and water, which I had prepared to feed PR as a thank you for giving us passage, but I can create 90 pounds of food magically, and I was going to offer them that in exchange for those things.
Okay. Give us a persuasion check, and you can do so at advantage because they are relatively interested in what you will have to present them here.
Okay. I'll use one of my DM inspirations to roll with advantage, please.
Oh, you have advantage from the argument you just presented.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm messing up my name. Out here. Okay. Terrible roll. I will throw my Faxpiration.
Or if you were planning on rolling the inspiration, did we agreed that we could roll again? Yes.
Yep,
And the advantage would still stand?
That's correct. If you spend a DM inspiration, you can re-roll that.
It's up to you, Matthew. It's up to you, but just wanted to remind you.
All right, I'll use a DM inspiration to re-roll.
Okay, so with advantage, you have a 15, which you think is pretty close. He looks like he's about to roll up his sleeve and come over and be like, why don't if I just take all your magic items? That's the feeling you're getting. But a 15 is pretty close.
All right, I will add on my Faxpiration.
A 20. The troll will look to you and say, I am interested, and my brethren likely would be interested in this deal. We will do this. We know there are 5 ships below that we haven't explored. We, too tired, haven't had a big meal to power us for such. We let you explore. We not hamper. We not help. And then we go from there. The troll will say.
That sounds very agreeable.
And then you give us big meal.
Certainly.
The troll will say, "You know of troll custom to show truth."
Do I know of troll custom to show truth?
This will be a very difficult check, but Kia may have been able to read about this somewhere. You are going to give us a history check to see if you have read about this in a book somewhere. This is a nigh impossible skill check to make. An 18 is pretty good, but you do not know of the custom off the top of your head. The troll will extend a pinky finger to you.
I am unfamiliar with this custom. Do we... And Akia will just hold up their pinky finger, like, what do we do?
The troll will take its pinky finger into yours and say, "We swear a pinky promise."
Okay.
And you have swore a pinky promise with this troll, and you guys will not go backsies on each other.
Okay.
So the troll will nod to you, and it will point up to your ship and say, "Me and my troll brothers go up to the ship. Or do we stay down here?" And he points down.
I guess that depends on how many troll brothers you have. I think there's probably room for... Let's see, they're large creatures. Do some quick estimating. I don't think there would be room for more than, say, 6 or 7 of you.
The troll will nod its head to you and say, "You have enough room then."
Okay, let me go up and I will prepare a space for you.
The troll will give you the troll-honored tradition of the thumbs up.
Akia will return the thumbs up and will start swimming to the surface.
The troll does not take an attack of opportunity against you.
Because of the pinky promise.
Because of the pinky promise.
And Akia will stand on top of the water and speak up to their friends. Say, negotiations went very well. The trolls are coming up to the ship now. They have given us permission to explore the wrecks below in exchange for food.
All right. Any idea how many we're going to be serving?
Oh, I said we had room on the deck for about 6 or 7, and he said that that would be plenty. I believe that's what I said, right?
Yep.
Okay. I guess everyone else can see how large they are. So yeah, I'll tell them, please prepare some space, maybe a table or something, and then I guess I will go back under the water and just wait for them to, what's the word? Congregate.
As Kia transfers themselves back underwater, you see a line of 5 scrag, each one of them decked out with jewelry. You also notice that one of the scrags is holding what appears to be a grand wizard's staff.
Cool.
And he's holding it aloft, almost like a underwater troll like Gandalf, as he looks to you with
troll-like wisdom. Troll Gandalf will ask you,
May we come aboard now?
Yes, I believe my friends have made preparations.
the trolls will nod to you, and they will begin to swim up. Everyone
Please,
on
please ignore the alarm. And Kia will. I don't think there's anything Akia can really do. The alarm's set, so the alarm goes off, and we just have to ignore it. It doesn't stay on for long, though. It just rings once.
So, everyone on the boat, you all see this assembly of trolls come out of the water following Akia. Each one of them kind of popping their head out. Each of them decked out with jewelry, necklaces, jeweled helmets, earrings, golden bracelets. They almost look like modern day rappers, you would say, with the amount of jewelry they have. But the one that catches your eye, as I'm sure it caught Akia's eye, is the troll Gandalf, who has this long staff made of ivory wood with a frozen crystal at the top that seems to thrum with magical power.
Okay. Well, if they are interested in talking about their magic items, Akia will, because they said they're interested in magic items, so Akia is going to start asking them about their magic items, and we'll start telling them about the magic items that he's made and that he's working on and that he's found. As much as they want to talk and as much as they want to listen about it. Or
How
they
does Gavin react to this, to the trolls that come aboard, and then to the conversations that they're having in the giant language about this?
Gamon's trying to take a different approach. He's just trying to get a read for things, because he felt he misstepped with the orcs, like not going ham when he should have, either battle wise or like didn't take it up to 11 to try and scare them. And so he's trying to get a read on the intent here. Is this a setup for a double cross? Are these like just, they're not bad, they're just drawn that way sort of situation? Like what the dealio is?
Absolutely understood. The Trolldolf will say, "We found this," and he holds the staff, "on a ship many years ago. Since we found it, we interested in other magic items. Have not found any since, but we continue to look as we fill," and he rubs his belly, "our bellies, and we interested in these." And he holds his hand to show you that his fingertips are interlaced with jewels that sparkle in the low light on the ship.
Did you want me to roll like an insight check?
Sure, if you would like to roll an insight check on the trolls to see if you can suss out what might be going on.
I will use my DM inspiration for that.
I'd also like to roll an insight, kind of doing the same thing.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll roll to 7. I'll throw out my Factspiration on top of that. What a waste.
Damien, it's hard to get a read on these scrags. Maybe it is the puffing and depuffing of their gills as they breathe air with their lungs and their kind of their odd-ish appearance, where it is hard to figure out their facial expressions. Just from a glance, you can't figure them out. Alicia, you see in their conversation that they are having with Akia that they don't seem to have any underlying aggression or tightening of their muscles. They look to be relaxed in this conversation. They don't seem to be putting on any sort of intimidation tactic, at least at the moment.
Okay. I'll walk up behind Gaiman because I guess I kind of see that he's also taking in their measure, and will kind of like poke him so that he can kind of turn around, and we'll kind of whisper that information to him. I think for now we don't have to worry about them. Hopefully you can stay that way, or at least until we get out of here.
All right.
Mr. Scraggs,
I will translate.
right, they are speaking giant, it's true. We'll look to Akia for the translation services. So you would like for us to go down and see about these ships that you did not explore, yes?
We have not explored them. Our bellies are too empty, our muscles too weak. You can explore them, and we will not intervene, nor will we help. We just ask for you to split what you find with us, the Scrags of the sea, in an equitable way.
I see.
Akia will ask if he can do a magic scan on the staff, and he will, with the promise to inform them of whatever he learns.
Trolldolf will ask you for a source of collateral while he hands you his magic item to ensure the safe return of his.
All right. Akia will do that. They will hand over. Let's see. They'll put on the table the, I guess, icicles. That's the easiest thing to take off. The two Ravison's sickles that are magically made of ice.
Sure. The troll will take the icicles from you and hand you his wizard staff.
Akia, just because he knows that they're hungry, he doesn't know what that feels like, but it seems to be very unpleasant for people. Akia will go ahead and, assuming like a table's been set up, Akia will go ahead and go over and start casting a spell over the table, and will cast Create Food and Water. To create the first 45 pounds of food. And then we'll start ritual casting Identify on the staff.
The trolls, they are very hungry, and they have not had the opportunity to fill their muscles, to fill their bellies. So they do not wait for the invitation to begin chowing down on all of this food. So they are going to be preoccupied eating this meal of 45 pounds. And these trolls are the size of a steed, so this will at least nourish them for the next 24 hours.
Yep, 9 pounds of food each is no joke. Like one of them eating challenges for 2 people sort of thing.
Yes, yes. As this food is being entered into the scrags as they're chowing down, as Akia is casting Identify, Lotus, what are you doing during this situation?
I would say all this talk of here magic items like does have Lotus a little bit nervous, so she's just sort of like hanging back, just sort of like standing behind Watto, which is weird because like, you know, being that he's a Tabaxi and she's a Dragonborn, I think she's probably got at least a good 6 inches over him. So, you know, she's just sort of like just hanging back, just sort of like keeping an eye on them, just trying not to be noticed.
Okay. Alicia and or Gaiman, are either of your characters doing anything during this 10 minutes as Akia is casting Identify and the trolls are preoccupied chowing down?
Do any of the trolls seem more interested in interacting versus eating? Or are they all pretty, you know, single-minded, like food?
The trolls at this moment seem to be very single-minded food. They seem to have been very hungry for a long time.
I guess Gaiman will. I don't have a dagger, I don't think. I have the ice knife. So what I'll do is to pass the time and see if I can, I don't know, engage, but not engage directly with the new guests. Is, you know, that scene from Aliens when the replicant is like doing the 5-finger flay thing?
Yes.
So Gaiman's doing that. He's practicing doing that.
Holy shit. Okay. The trolls are. This is kind of split their attention. So now they're half eating, half watching Gaiman do this amazing trick here of stabbing the wood. Well, it's like mimic wood that this dining table has been constructed out of. So you guys can just hear low little ow, 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 ow.
There's just
coming
spurts of
from-
blood just coming out.
from PBR.
Just 1 point of damage.
Just one. And with the trolls are pretty impressed. So they're pretty impressed by Gaiman's ability to do this. And I will say that takes up the 10 minutes to cast Identify.
Oh, I was gonna
Akia.
say,
Go ahead.
has Akia said that these Gregs are magically inclined?
I don't think that Akia said that specifically, but what Akia said was definitely that part of the deal was that they were going to share their like show them their magic items, and they were going to show us their magic items, sort of thing. So, sort of.
Okay. Not exactly the answer I was looking for, but I guess they'll have to do. Alicia is going to, while it seems like these trolls are mostly, or scrags are mostly distracted, just to be on the safe side, they're going to spend 2 4th level spell slots, and they're going to cast Death Ward onto Akia and onto Lotus, just in case. So for the next hour, or next 8 hours, you guys have Death Ward.
All right, thank you.
So the question I was kind of getting at is, while I'm casting this magic onto my allies, does it seem like these guys are very interested in what's happening? Does it seem like is kind of piqued their curiosity? Is one of them trying to roll an Arcana check against me?
Let's see here. So, let me pull up the scrag who has the power of the wizard's stave. All right, it's going to make a roll as it quickly peers over at this magic being cast. Oh my gosh. Let's reveal that.
Oh.
The scrag says aloud, powerful magics. The staff has shown me some, but not that one. A spell of protection upon your allies.
He says this in giant.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming Akia translates that, and if so, Alicia will respond, taking precautions, because we don't know what's down there.
That is smart. Many dangerous things swim below the sea of moving ice, like us. But there are even creatures below that we avoid. If we hear the wing beat of the White Terror, we find a cave to hide in.
The White Terror comes here?
Yeah, when was the last time it came by?
The grand white dragon that hunts the skies and seas hunts more than for food. They hunt for sport, for new trophies. We've seen them do it. Snatch octopi the size of this ship out of the sea of moving ice. And freeze in midair. And then they carry it off to line their trophy room.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I cast Death Ward on you two.
Indeed. And as that is finishing, Akia, you learn that this item that you're holding is the magic item, the Staff of Frost. And I will tell you what a Staff of Frost does. A Staff of Frost has 10 charges. Using those charges, you can do a variety of things. The first thing you can do, you can use 5 of its charges to cast a Cone of Cold. You can use 1 charge to cast a fog cloud, 4 charges to cast an ice storm, or 4 charges to use a wall of ice. Staff regains a d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn.
Cool. And I will tell everybody about that, including the just everything that I've learned about it to the allies and the scrags. But I'll also, when they talk about the white dragon, Akia will say, dragons have very impressive hordes. Perhaps one day we will all be raiding that horde together. Who knows?
The scrags nod in a non-committal type way. As they finish the several pounds of food, the 45 pounds of food, they will all kind of, with gigantic bellies, begin to sit on the deck and pick at their teeth with small shards of ice.
Are you ready for seconds?
They look to one another, and they nod. Absolutely, they are ready for seconds if you want to supply them with even more food.
I create another 45 pounds of food.
uh,
As soon as they nod.
Yeah, it sounded like Alicia was about to add something to this.
Alicia
was going to try and stop me.
Yeah, Alicia was gonna try and stop Akia and was about to say maybe we give them the second half of the food when after we come back from our expedition, but well, I guess they're having it now.
Akia gives them a thumbs up. At least part of it is pizzas, for sure.
The food that you created for him, it's just very bland pizza. But they would be okay with that because they're trolls and they don't have a taste for the seasonings and that kind of thing that humanoids would have.
And I will go ahead and activate my spell refueling ring. Also showing the scrags because that's part of the deal we made. So I'm gonna activate that.
The scrags look upon it in kind of awe because they have not seen an object like this before.
And I will I'll start explaining how I made it. As it is one of my prototypes. And then after that, do they share any other magic items with Akia? Like for looking at or anything?
That is the only magic item that they currently have.
Okay. I will tell them if they're interested. I could spend, and if they want to travel with us, I'll spend a few days trying to teach them how to turn some of their jewelry to enhance their weapons into +1 weapons.
The troll Gandalf will say to you, before we agree to anything else, why don't we stay here? Rest. Allow our food to digest. And you can explore. Like we said, we not help, we not hurt. We have made the pinky promise.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Can I have a word in private?
Okay. I guess Akia will go below deck with Gaiman.
Listen, mate. I know we gave up and delegate instructions to like cook these fools if things go sideways. Honestly, these fuckers are big. And they're mean looking. If they really want to cause problems, I don't know if a couple of spellcasters be here. Know what I mean?
You're
Really
breaking
want-
up a little bit.
Hold on, let me jump out and jump back in. Hopefully this is better. All right. Where were we? So yeah, I'm worried about these big, mean melee-looking fuckers. I don't know if a couple of spellcasters is going to be it. I'm really worried about double cross this.
Well, we made a Scrag Pinky promise.
All right.
I mean, I guess I don't know a lot about Scrag society, but it seemed like it was fairly significant.
It's fine. I don't know one way or the other. I just concerned is all I suppose. We can crack on. It's all right, mate. Just airing my grievances.
I am not too familiar with the organic process of digestion, but they also seem to be very, very preoccupied with digesting right now. And I know that takes a lot of energy. In fact, I think they might be eating too much and might be sick soon.
I hope not.
I do not want to clean that up. So I also hope not.
So your DM will ask you guys, do you all wish to go off into the water? The trolls are all basically in nap mode. You guys have probably seen this in your... if you've ever been to Thanksgiving here in the United States.
They all have the itis.
They've got the itis. That is exactly right.
Yeah, now someone just needs to turn on football.
As they have eaten between them 90 pounds of food.
Alright, I guess before we head off, Lotus will go over to Vayashkant and say, like, alright, you said you want to make yourself useful. Alright. Keep an eye on them. I'll point over to the trolls. And if you see them doing anything suspicious, don't do anything. Just let someone else know, okay?
Yes, of course. I want to survive just as much as you all do.
Well, I guess we should take care of this before they come out of their food comas.
Alright, let's start plundering for some booty.
All right. So you all have the water walking and the water breathing spell cast down upon you, and you guys dive into the water, and you guys head for the first shipwreck that you see. And let me take you guys to the map. It only takes you but a few minutes to swim to the first shipwreck. There you see, near the ship, a strange sight. You see oysters. Gigantic oysters. The size of actual chests that people would hide their gold and jewels within. You see roughly 9 of them scattered about the shipwreck.
I will
I don't
swim
know,
up
this-
to everyone and say bloop bloop.
I don't know. Voice-over says this one looks a little disappointed.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Wonder what got its day in that tip. I think Alicia. Oh man. How deep did we have to swim down? I guess is the first question.
This is an odd area. So as you swam down, this one was kind of wrecked onto a shelf that was a mere 30 feet below the surface.
Okay, so it's like what, dim light down here?
Correct.
Okay. I guess for right now, Alicia is just gonna kind of keep a lookout for things in the area. While the rest are kind of examining these oysters.
Absolutely. Alicia is on lookout, just in case. What would Gaiman wish to do with these oysters as you all are exploring the area?
Well, I'm afraid that poking one would cause a problem. Can I try and make a survival check? See what I might know of the habits of giant oysters?
Absolutely. Okay, with your survival check, Gaiman, these creatures do not appear to be hostile. They also do not appear to be extremely dangerous. But Gaiman, you do know, and you've heard, that rare form of jewels, giant pearls, can be found within certain giant oysters. So potentially, if you guys were worried about treasure or some type of monetary reward here as you guys are going on this adventure, you could potentially find a king's ransom within one of these giant oysters.
All right, Alicia, can you these oysters are right? There might be like giant pearls in them. So, any idea on which might be like the candidate from your vantage point?
Can I check? Would that be an investigation?
And
or like a nature or something?
this would be nature to typically maybe figure out from the outside if there's any clue
on which of these oysters may or may not be more or less a giant pearl holder.
Okay. I can make a nature check. That can be great. Would I be able to apply guidance onto this?
Absolutely.
All right. A total of 5. Alicia turns, looks at them for a couple of seconds, and then just shrugs. This is outside of my forte.
Oi, Lotus, you got X-ray specs on the thing?
Let's see what I can find out, and I'll. Let's see here. Just don't want to get too close. I'll just move a little bit closer. Just appear right next to Kia. Just sort of look at this one here. It says it's unattainable, but we'll see about that. Wait, Flavy, scan this life form.
Beginning scan. A small, red beam of light will come out of Lotus's mask as it begins to scan over the clam out in front of you. You guys have noticed, and this goes for everyone, that the clams have not moved or made any overt actions since you guys have been down here. They have remained still as stones. Flavy comes back. Object within is creature. Do not detect a sentient level intelligence. Do not detect any magic within the creature. Contents within the creature cannot be detected. The outer shell seems to block me from assessing the innards.
All right.
Would you like me to try my compass? Akia just says to the group.
Sure.
Okay. I will use 2 charges to cast Locate Object. And Giant Pearl.
All right, here we go. Giant pearl. Let me do this real quick. Let's see if we got it here. Here's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, Akia, your spell reveals to you that the only giant pearl in the area is within the oyster located here, otherwise known as the gentle oyster.
I would like to see if I could roll like a nature check to see how I could get that out without hurting the oyster.
Alicia will swim behind you and slap you with guide.
Will that be all right?
Give us a nature check.
Okay. I really don't want to hurt this oyster, so I'm going to use a DM inspiration. I think that would be Akia's thing. They really wouldn't want to hurt the oyster. All right, 25 plus the Alicia can roll the d4.
I'll roll it. Extra 30.
All right, Akia, you know that it is possible to remove a pearl from an oyster without harming it. You just have to be incredibly careful not to damage the soft, sweet flesh within. And of course, you have to not consume the oyster after you've opened it. That is the most important part.
All right.
Eating the oyster will kill it.
All right. I will attempt to remove giant pearl. Attempt to not hurt the oyster.
All right, Akia, what tool are you going to use to accomplish this feat?
I don't know what tools would be appropriate, but
Is
I with a 28, Akia knows.
Does Akia have a crowbar?
I believe Akia does actually. I think they might have given it to Gaiman. No, it's still on
check.
their sheet.
Okay.
Yes, in my bag of holding, there is a crowbar.
All right, because this thing looks pretty beefy, and it is snapped shut pretty tight when you got close to it. So you might need the power of a crowbar to open up those massive clam shell jaws.
All right. If this looks like a strength check is incoming, I'll ask Gaiman for his assistance.
It is. You will need to use strength to open this object. If you are too low on the strength check, you of course will not open it, but you have to hit a sweet spot here. If you are too strong when you open this, you will rip the clam essentially in half. And that will not be good for its health, but you'll get your pearl out.
Oh, this is gonna be a tough roll then.
You will have to roll above a 20, but below a 25.
All right.
You get the feeling on this check.
All right. I still think Gaiman's our best bet for that.
Okay.
All right. Here's the crowbar. Be gentle. Try to be gentle. I will direct you to the best of my abilities. But there is a giant pearl in this oyster.
Alicia will slap you with guidance. I reread the spell. You don't have to use it if you don't want to.
I don't think I want to. I think I may have already
That's fair.
done enough.
That'd be fair.
Oh, that is perfect roll.
Yeah.
Gaiman perfectly applies the right amount of pressure to pop open the clam, the oyster, excuse me, revealing within it a pearl the size of a crystal ball. Like a volleyball-sized pearl within.
Wow. Gaiman, this could be our jobs. You did that perfectly. And this has got to be worth a fortune.
Hey, that's all very well and good. I was thinking, like, us keeping this to, like, be able to use the scry with, or I don't think you and I are pearl divers, mate. I think this is just a one-off.
Okay.
I can put the giant pearl item on a character sheet of someone who feels like they need it, or they would like it.
Said this thing was the size of like a beach ball
It's like the size of a volleyball.
or a volleyball.
It is a huge pearl.
Oh damn. With our combined brain power, do we think it could be around 1,000 gold pieces?
Do any of the players have like a jeweler's kit proficiency?
No,
Nope.
not here.
I'm just
Key-
asking. I'm asking for no particular reason. That's all. It's a very specific number.
Aki is going to guess yes, but just a guess. But it's that is a huge pearl. And if
You guys could make a straight intelligence roll on it to see what it could potentially be worth.
if this pearl in my head is good enough for the identify spell,
Okay, with your combined minds put together, you guys feel like this pearl is worth 2,500 GP at least.
Oh, damn.
So this is a quite valuable item, and I think, and this I could be wrong, at least for like spell components, if it's worth more than what it's listed, will still work.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact. It has to be at least that number.
Can you imagine if
So-
that was the way it works?
If it had to be exact, that would be some shit. But yeah.
You just carve off a piece of it like it's a block of ice and just say like, yeah, that's enough.
Just split it right in half. Oh damn! I devalued it. Oh well.
should we
But yeah.
should we investigate the rest of the shipwreck? We technically haven't investigated the shipwreck part of the shipwreck.
Yeah, should do that.
The clam inside is kind of doing like this almost quivering type movement as you guys have opened its shell. It remains uninjured.
Good oyster. Head pats.
It's very gooey as you touch it.
All right. We'll start investigating the rest of the ship.
Your guys' investigation, and you guys could all nat 20, would reveal that this ship in particular is picked over or contains nothing of value. The big ticket item here was the potential for a giant oyster pearl.
All right. Is
And you
everyone ready to move on to the next ship?
10% chance for this on a D100, and you guys hit it.
Wait, what was that? It's a 10% chance.
Yeah, you only had a 10% chance to get one of these, and you guys got it. Because the rolls were a 44, a 6, a 96, 95, 15, 74, a 9, a 95, and 84. I was setting the range of basically 90 to 100 to get this thing.
Nice. Should we investigate the other shipwrecks?
On to the next one.
Yes.
Okay, let me take you guys to the next shipwreck. It is a strange sight as you guys make your way here. The ships, as you guys come closer, are actually not ships at all. You see that they are bones laid at the bottom of this kind of the sea as you descend a little deeper. The light starts to slowly dissipate as you get deeper and deeper from the surface. And the bones below appear to be the bones of whales and other large sea creatures. As you all swim closer to the bones to kind of get a good look at things, kind of off, maybe 50 or 100 feet away, you see a large kind of snout stick out from around a bone as you see this gigantic seahorse look over towards you all.
It's a horse.
Yes, Kia, it's a seahorse.
We're already in the sea. That seems kind of rude.
I think he's got you there. But I will say that is a very big one.
Those of you skilled in the nature or survivor skill have heard of seahorses before, but they are typically very small. This one is the size of a warhorse, a 10-foot by 10-foot creature.
I've heard that the real treasure are the horses we ride along the way.
Do you all try to interact with the seahorse as it kind of cautiously looks around the bones towards you all?
Akia will wave at the seahorse.
Meat shield's gonna meat shield. It's gonna go up, and he's gonna start moving back and forth in a zigzag pattern. Not getting closer, but just trying to see if, like, he'll move back and forth, and then he'll gesture at the seahorse to like move back and forth, and then see if it'll if it understands and then mimics the swimming pattern.
Okay. Why don't both Gaiman and Akia make me animal handling rolls here, as you guys are kind of moving through the space. Okay. Gaiman, your guys' movements seem to start to frighten the seahorse a little bit. As it starts to kind of back up and lets out these odd kind of cawing sounds. Alicia and Lotus, do you guys do anything as you see that the motions of Akia and Gaiman are kind of frightening the seahorse?
Maybe we just leave it be and not stay here much longer.
Yes.
Alicia's gonna
So-
continue searching.
As long as it doesn't move closer, I think we should be fine.
I think Akia, to get a 4, they're just being like way too energetic about it.
The seahorse, you see it gets kind of spooked, and it will swim away.
Oh. I think I scared it off.
Probably for the best then.
I should have brought seahorse food. I was not prepared.
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
We'll investigate the area.
Absolutely. If you guys want to give me a group investigation check, I'm looking for half or more of you guys to succeed on this investigation check as you're turning over the area. Okay, 2 or more of you guys did succeed. As you are looking through the area, you actually find a very well maintained kind of like leather pouch that seems to be lodged into the rib bones of one of these whales.
I would say, seeing our bad luck we've had with cursed items in the past, Lotus wouldn't be digging with her actual hand. She'd be using her mage hand to dig around, and probably would have brought it up with here. Be like, I found something.
The chances that it's cursed seem very small.
Well, I'd rather not risk finding out the hard way. So she'll bring the pouch closer with her mage hand, and still keeping just like a fair distance, like a few feet away from it. She'll use the mage hand to set it on the ground and then open it up.
I do open the bag. Because you guys are underwater, you can see one thing kind of start to float, but you see that it is a bag filled with coins. You have found a small leather pouch filled with 160 golden coins.
Ooh, all right. I guess with everyone's permission, I shall distribute that evenly amongst us.
160.
Yes, it was just a small leather bag filled with gold coins.
So that'd be 40 GP.
Nice.
And as you try to investigate the bones further to see if there are any other hidden goodies, you appear to have found all that you can find here within this boneyard of whales. Would you all like to move to the next level down as you are moving to about 90 feet below the water?
Yes, please. I don't have a trade option, but I'll give Gaiman that acid resist potion. Gaiman.
Orf is acid potion of acid resistance. Is that in the compendium?
It should be. If we do potion of resistance, if we do a quick insert, yes, you should be able to get acid resistance potion from the SRD from quick insert and drag that onto your sheet. Okay, and I will move you guys to the next area. You find there is another kind of sunken ship. The water's color from the light that you guys are expanding through magical means seems to almost turn like a shade of green as you begin to move down. Let me move you guys to this area. The water here feels much colder as you get deeper and deeper below the surface. Let's see.
This is weird. I've never been this far. in the ocean before, and now we're diving down deep.
It's anything like the oceans of the world I'm from. It's only going to get weirder the deeper we go down.
It somehow makes me feel smaller than when we dove in the lake. Just knowing that in any direction is just ocean almost forever. Effectively forever in any direction besides back to shore.
So, is there a treasure chest in reality here, or
There is a chest as shown on the map here, Gaiman, as you guys swim there. Does Gaiman try to interact with said chest?
he is going to pull out his spear and poke it at 10-foot distance.
Be gentle. It might be a mimic.
That's why I'm bloody well poking it with a spear. I don't want to get my arm ripped off.
Well, only half the mimics that we've met have tried to eat you.
That's not very comforting.
Your spear pokes the chest. It doesn't enter into it as if it were a creature. It interacts with it as if it were wood.
I will check the chest for traps.
Give me an investigation check. A natural 20 will reveal to you that there are no traps on this chest. You don't see any gas release valves. You don't see any spikes underneath like the lip that might get your hand. There doesn't seem to be like a piece of piano wire that would get pulled upon opening the chest and then like explode. Just appears to be a chest.
It seems safe. Should we open it down here or take the entire chest up to the surface?
I think dragging this thing along with us could take a bit. Maybe we come back for it when we're leaving. There's still a few more that we have to check, aren't there?
There are 2 more sites for us to check. We could... Is there any downside to opening it now? There could be something small inside. Or it could be full of things that might be destroyed if they open it up and it gets washed out. I don't know.
Maybe on our way back.
That might make the most sense.
Yeah. Especially because I don't like the idea of leaving a chest up there with our new friends unattended.
Okay. We will leave the chest with the plan on picking it back up on the way up.
So, as you move away from the chest, a strange pulse erupts from it as you move away. Almost magically from within the chest. Nothing that you could detect just by looking at it. And you guys see this pulse washes over the sediment and the sand below the surface of the water here. And you see a forming mound begin to kind of protrude from the surface as creatures begin to stand from underneath the sand.
Oh, crap.
And these creatures look like this. They look like ghoulish creatures with weird appendages, spines, and all sorts of nastiness that starts to erupt from their bodies. They show mouths filled with razor-sharp teeth and claws dripping with venom, even underwater. And they will roll into initiative as they have found a meal to quench their undead flesh. And let me get some fight music started here. Let's roll these baddies in and see how they do. Okay.
Excuse me.
We're rolling a 22 for their initiative. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta do something really fast. These guys are somehow all linked. I gotta unlink them.
Gaiman, don't you have something already that gives you advantage on initiatives? I think barbarians get something.
I think it's Berserker Barbarians. Hold on, let me double check.
Oh, you got it at level 7, Feral Instinct. So yeah, you should be rolling initiative at advantage. It should have been for the last 2 levels.
I've been wondering that for a while.
This Feral Instinct.
Yeah, because I played barbarian in another game, and I'm just waiting to hit that level fucking 7, because my initiative rolls are always trash.
Did it re-roll?
I don't think so.
I don't think it didn't give you a second die. I think I saw what was happening though. There was an active effect going on that was supposed to roll it at initiative, but I think that it wasn't doing it. So I went in and changed it over. Go ahead and give us another D20 roll, and let's see if we get a better result for Gaiman.
5 it is.
5 it is. Okay. The aquatic ghoul begins to growl, and you see that it has these like appendages that have been made to allow it to swim underwater. As it swims over towards Akia, its body moving like a fish, like a shark. Akia, the creature, swims toward you, and it is going to attempt to like latch onto you with its maw, trying to bite you.
Okay. Ouch.
Oh my gosh, as it critically hits Akia for 22 points of damage.
Shit. I'd like to use my reaction for warding flare. That'd be possible.
Absolutely. Here, I will roll a d20 here. It got a 9, so its actual roll would have been a 17 to hit. And I don't think a 17 will hit our friend Ikea.
Thank you.
So Ikea, if you applied that damage, you can go ahead and take it back. All right, that was the ghoul. It will go ahead and pass to another one of its ghoul friends, as the ghoul will start to swim over toward Lotus. Lotus, this ghoul is doing a similar attack pattern. It is going to swim over towards you. And it is going to attempt to bite with its teeth.
That will miss.
A miss from the ghoul. Oof. Okay. The ghouls are whiffing here. This ghoul will double move with its action to get closer to Gaiman. And this ghoul is going to double move to get right up next to Alicia. So that is all the ghouls. And then we will pass to Akia.
All right. Akia is going to definitely wants to get these things attention. It's gonna start punching. Start punching.
A 18 will hit.
To the one in front of me. You know what? I would also like to do a bonus action scouter on them.
Sure.
$17.
A 17. You can ask one question about these creatures, and I will answer.
I would like to know what they are resistant to.
They are resistant to cold damage.
Okay, I will let everybody know that. And I want to get more of their attention. So I've got that one taunted. I'm going to provoke an opportunity attack to go here into a flank with Alicia, and I'm going to alright, so I block that. I'm going to come over here and try and punch this one and get its attention as well.
That hits.
Alright, now that I've got those taunted, I will pass to Alicia. I'll say I've got this one's attention if you want to try and back away from it.
I think I'm good where I am, though I will ask all of you to shield your eyes. And Alicia is going to spend their action to cast Channel Divinity, turn undead. Centered on themselves.
Damn. Okay, here we go. So we will make a saving throw attempt with all of these baddies. Okay, that is 3 fails, 1 success, and the one that succeeded got a natural 20. Okay, so this guy.
Alright, so if they failed, they take half damage on a success. Ignore that damage. Okay, it's all or nothing. It looks like. So the ones that failed all take 21 radiant damage, and they are frightened and incapacitated for a minute.
So the one that was in between you guys that got punched actually dies, as it looks like they take a lot of extra damage from this radiant ability. The one that succeeded. So yeah, he doesn't. Nothing happens to them. Is what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it's all or nothing.
But one of the ghouls is disintegrated.
Okay, that was action. Bonus action. That pulse from that chest is very weird. Does it... Maybe that's more of my knowledge. I think... It's still weird that these things came out. So I think what Alicia's going to do is, as a bonus action, they're going to use Revealing Light, which puts see invisibility on themselves, which, as per the spell, they're able to look into the ethereal plane. Knowing that there's undead that came out from when this thing pulsed, I don't know if there's also ghosts. They're looking around the area because they're very concerned. And they're going to stay where they are, so that's it. I will pass it to Gaiman.
All right, Gaiman, there's a near-death ghoul standing nearby you.
All right, we're gonna bring out Lucille. We're gonna let's action. Say the activation word in giant and whisper, breathe, and we're gonna try and hit it.
Oh, and Gaiman, you would know this because you guys are underwater. That all creatures underwater have resistance to fire. If that makes a difference in what you would want to do.
Not really, because Lucille's really the best weapon I've got.
Sure.
Because I've got Stoffnang, which does less damage, and does cold, which they are immune to or resistant to. So I mean, this is just my best bet.
Sure. Oh, shit. That is a huge hit, and that destroys the ghoul that Gaiman was fighting.
All right, it's your attack.
And that attack destroys this ghoul.
I'll pass Lotus.
All right, Lotus, there seems to be one ghoul standing here after this first round.
All right, I'll give Gaiman a quick thanks for taking care of the one that was trying to rush me earlier. I'll target the one down here. Then I'll do like Cyclops and fire a couple of my optic blasts at it.
All right, your optic blasts make contact, and they nail the creature for a total of 8 damage.
Alright, I'll go ahead and then back some. I don't want to be too far away from everyone, so I'll just go about here. And then I guess go to the new round, it would have the chance to steal.
Yes, as it goes to steal, another pulse goes out from the chest. And you guys see 4 more ghouls pop out from the sand.
You're like, guys, we got company!
That's weird.
and they will roll into initiative.
I'll attempt to open the chest and see what's going on.
Right, and this was Aquatic Ghoul. Alright, Aquatic Ghoul will steal going into round 2. It is the savage undead-like creature, so it will just rush forward at the first person it sees, which is Alicia. And it will raise its claw above its head, and it will try to swipe out at Alicia with its claw. But no dice, as it swings wide, missing Alicia. It will pass to the ungallant Aquatic Ghoul. It kicks off the ground and begins to swim. And it will use its action to swim towards Gaiman. It will pass to the colorful ghoul. Colorful will do similar. It will swim and get into a flanking position with its partner by Alicia. It will pass to the satisfying ghoul. Satisfying begins to swim towards you, Lotus. It will target you as it swims up. And it is going to attempt to claw you, Lotus, with its claws, which seem to be coated in a poison.
Alright, I'm gonna burn my reaction in a first level spell slot to shield, but my AC up to 21.
Absolutely. All right. Lotus, protected by magic, is not struck down by this underwater ghoul. Necessary. Asks himself, is it necessary? The answer is yes. Will begin to swim. And it heads towards our friend Akia using its action. All of the ghouls have acted, so I am going to pass to Gaiman, as more of these creatures are beginning to swim up.
Alright, so I'm going to here's a golden opportunity. Sorry, I gotta reread the whole. We're gonna bonus action rage. And we are going to do the massive swing. So 15-foot line, so we're going to target undead and necessary. And is this just a single attack or hold on? Okay, so that's my action. All right, so twofer. All right, so 28 for gallant, and then 21 would be for necessary.
Okay, so those both strike the creature. As Ungallant looks very hurt by that attack. Necessary, similarly, takes the damage. as both creatures are badly injured after that attack.
I think that's about it. To stand my ground. I will say to Akia, I think there's something in that chest that keeps summoning up these undead bastards. Maybe we need to have a look-see. Open it up. Deactivate it.
I agree.
I will pass to Akia.
All right. Akia is going to kick off from the ocean floor, swimming straight up, and then staying out of this one's range, but probably but provoking opportunity from this one. Is going to swim up and over.
That's a natural 1.
And I will land here and attempt to open the chest.
The chest opens.
And I will see what I see.
Inside the chest, you see there is a mummified, contorted hand within the chest.
All right. I think I will use my action to cast Identify on the hand, if I can. Does it take a full minute to cast? It does take a full minute to cast, even when not doing ritually. Instead of doing that, since that takes a full minute, what I will do instead is, I don't have Dispel Magic today. I'm going to use my action to shove the hand in the bag of holding and put it in a pocket dimension and hope that that stops it from calling undead.
So Akia attempts to pick up the hand. As you attempt to pick up the hand, please give me a strength check, Akia, because as you attempt to grab it, it attempts to grab you.
Okie doke. Nat 1.
You guys see Akia reach in, and as you try to grab this hand and pull it out, it grabs your forearm and pulls you down into the chest. Of course, the chest is normal chest deep. It doesn't pull you into a pocket dimension, but you're basically chest and head are stuck inside of this thing as it's pulled you down into the chest. Kia, you're considered grappled right now by this like undead hand.
Okie dokie. Bonus action. I'm going to scan these guys again and see if I can learn any weaknesses.
Sure. You guys did find out they do not do well with the old radiant damage.
Failed. All right. I will pass to Alicia, and I will say, I'm trying to get it in a pocket dimension, but it's fighting me.
All right, let me deal with these things. Here comes another wave. And to repeat, same action. Turn undead.
All right, here we go. It's feast or famine for these son of a guns. Okay,
When they save with nat 20s.
Got a 10. With a 10, they take double damage. And they explode. All right, necessary. Takes double damage. Explodes. Colorful Colorful, where are you? Takes nothing. Aquatic takes double damage and is exploded. And then Satisfying is still up. They succeeded.
All right. That was my action to do that. Bonus action. This one that's right here. Alicia's going to bonus action. Do Weapon of Faith. And it's going to do a spiritual weapon at them.
That is a very successful bonk.
There. Alright, 20 to hit, 12 force damage, smacking upside the head. Is just kind of squaring off with this one for right now, and then sees a key is kind of handling the hand.
It's handling me.
I do have Dispel Magic prepared, but give me a second. And yeah, I'll pass it to Lotus.
Hey, Lotus, there is a ghoul right on you.
Nah, not liking that. So, it's to attempt to get away from it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use my action. The ethereal taser appears in our hand. I'll check to shock it with Shocking Grasp.
That hits.
Then I'll go ahead and just move over this way. Loop. I just sort of look around and it's like, where the hell are they coming from?
I think it's that whatever the hell is that's in that chest summoning these things. There's probably a ton of bodies here.
He just starts looking about frantically, and yep, that'll do for me, which would give the one I shocked the chance to steal in the next round.
Yeah, the hand that's grappling you lifts up its middle finger and flips you the bird and lets out another pulse.
All right.
This is rude.
And from it, you guys hear as 4 more ghouls are summoned. And I will put these creatures into the initiative order.
I love and I hate this hand.
And I believe Satisfying gets the opportunity to steal. Alright, Satisfying aquatic ghoul will run screaming towards Gaiman's back. As it does so, it opens its jaws as wide as it can, and it will attempt to bite Gaiman on the back.
20 hits.
For 20 points of damage as it sinks its teeth into Gaiman's back. Of course, not doing a whole lot of damage to Gaiman. Okay, which would give Gaiman the opportunity to steal from the Satisfying Ghoul.
All right. Everybody else close to hand is no more, so we'll fight back. I'm assuming a 12 misses.
A 12 will miss the ghoul.
I'll succeed at a cost.
Okay, succeeding in a cost will succeed in hitting these creatures.
All right, let me reroll the damage. So 29.
All right, so you will lose an object here from burnout. And holy
Well,
crap.
I mean, I do have the command spell. So, technically speaking, I have a first level spell slot I can lose.
All right, gaming. Yeah, we can lose that command spell slot here. The creature is still barely standing after that strike.
All right, I'm gonna hit it again.
And that is another hit upon this creature. And it is just standing there near death, just shaking and shivering, bodies just barely hanging on.
I really don't have a bonus action to go with, so that's what I got. I will pass to Akia.
Right, Akia, you are currently being grappled by the zombie hand within this treasure chest. It is holding you tight, and it's like threatening to try to pull you into the chest all the way.
All right. Well, I don't. With it grappling me, I don't think mechanically I can move it into the bag of holding. So if I escape the grapple, that's my action, and it could just grapple me again. So I think I have to. I'm gonna try attacking it. Like I'm just gonna start slamming it, my fist with it attached into the side of the chest.
Okay. Trying to attack it. Okay, let's see how you do.
I think mechanically, I think it's my only option.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could just go prone and see if that helps. Don't listen to me. Okay, at 19, you begin to punch this hand that's holding your hand with your other hand.
All right, and since I've already committed to the attack action, I'm just gonna do it again.
All right, your second strike will miss the hand as it kind of skitters, still holding onto you, moving you from side to side, kind of waggling Kia around like a flag underwater.
Yeah, Akia's not doing well. I could use a hand over here.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like you already got one.
I really need a hand. As Akia's like just flopping around inside this chest as this hand manhandles him.
This feels like when you first arm wrestled an adult man, as you know, like a teenager going into manhood, and they finally stop taking it easy on you.
Mm-hmm. It is winning. Did attacking it help at all?
It took damage from that. You think that you could just beat this thing into submission if you are able to land enough hits on this hand within the chest.
Okay. Mechanically, is this thing a creature I can monster research, or is it like a magic item? It feels like a magic item. So I don't know.
This is like a hazard. If we're using the Pathfinder 2e knowledge, like an object that has gained sentience that's trying to fuck with you guys. So yeah, you could give us a monster research roll, and you can target one of the ghouls for this. All right, that is a success. What question do you wish to be answered about this hand?
What would cause it to stop pulsing?
You believe if you had holy water of some type, maybe you could introduce that to the hand successfully, might stop it from pulsing. You also think if you could destroy it completely, that would stop it from pulsing. And then potentially, if you were to dispel its magic, you could stop it from pulsing.
Okay. Do I think if I got it into the pocket dimension, it might stop it? Or do I think it would still pulse through there?
You believe that it might start summoning ghouls inside your pocket dimension.
Okay, good. Very good to know.
Sorry, guys. My cat Walter just hit the pause button. He was like, Dad, come on. All right, Akia, anything else as you're fighting with this hand?
No, I think that's bonus and my action, and I can't move as I'm like halfway in the chest, and I will pass to who wants it next?
I can take it.
All right, I'll pass to Alicia.
Okay. Can I see the hand from where I am? Or do I have to get
It is
closer?
currently, I would say it has full cover from Akia.
Okay. So then I would have to get closer. All right. Then Alicia is just going to move away from the ghoul that's right next to them. Provoking opportunity attack.
All right, here we go. That is a 24 to hit Alicia.
I will use Morning Flare. It's reaction.
All right, a 6 plus its bonus is not going to hit Alicia because that's only a 14.
Okay. All right. Alicia's going to get up to the chest, kind of look in to see what's happening. Sees the hand, raises their holy symbol up in the air, and is going to use an action to cast Dispel Magic on the thing.
Okay, we will need a Dispel Magic caster check on this.
So I did roll it. I was trying to see if I could have the roll go within the actual spell itself. So if you scroll up a little bit, I rolled a 19.
Damn, okay, a 19. Akia, the hand opens and relaxes as it's kind of like in the state of in animation right now as its magic has been dispelled.
Okay. And then as bonus action, I'm actually going to send spiritual weapon over to this one so that 16.
A 16 hits satisfying, and it is destroyed.
All right. Kind of get that one off of the game. And that is it. Action, bonus action. I will pass it to Lotus.
All right, Lotus.
I think I dealt with the hand. We just need to mop up these things.
All right. So this one in front of me, I will go ahead and target it. And just like the one before, I will go ahead and shocking grasp him.
That's a hit.
Just need to get out of the way here. All right. So go ahead and bop over here. Should be a good distance away from all of them. That would give Colorful the opportunity to steal into the next round.
Alright, Colorful will steal. Alright, the closest person to Colorful is Alicia, so it will run over towards Alicia, and it will attempt to bite Alicia as it runs up. Misses Alicia. We're going to pass to Portable. Portable is going to run up towards Akia. All right, Akia, it is going to attack you with its claws. Miss huge on this attack.
I closed the lid. We'll reopen the lid.
Lackadaisical. I don't know how Danica and Cooper and Watto got down here, but they are down here too. This guy will run over towards Lotus. Lotus, it's going to give you a claw attack. Ooh, that is a 26 to hit.
Yep, my shield couldn't get through it, so I take the hit.
And I will need a con save, or you're going to be poisoned for the next minute.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and spend my Faxpiration on that.
Absolutely. The DC is a 16 to pass.
17 will do it then.
Absolutely. Okay. So Lotus is not poisoned from this attack. Okay, non-exclusive. It swims, and because Gaiman is a little bit of a big boy, it can run over, and it's going to attack Gaiman. This one will attack with its claws. That is a natural one, missing. Guys, the bad guys have not been rolling very well. The non-exclusive will move into a flank on Gaiman to get a +2 to its attack. And this bad boy is going to bite. I believe that will hit Gaiman.
Yep.
For 13 damage. And going into round 4, the hand has been demagicked, so it does not summon another 4 ghouls to attack you. Gaiman, you can steal.
Now that bite, was that a normal or is that considered magical?
These are not magical attacks.
Okay, so that 13 is reduced by half since I'm ranging.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you turn. 20 for 19.
That does a lot of damage to the ghoul.
I think that just obliterates it.
Holy crap. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens.
It's turned into fish food.
So, the ghoul is still up, but only because you see that its fiery burns aren't as bad as it should be. As the water seems to have protected it. All right, Gaiman, the creature looks incredibly injured after those 2 strikes, and it will steal in response to being whacked. Okay, it will attack Gaiman. This time it is going to attack with the claws. These creatures don't have a huge toolkit to contend with.
Miss.
They miss. Okay. They will go ahead and pass to Akita.
All right. Akia is going to step out of the chest and bonus action scanner. Do these guys have any vulnerabilities?
They have a vulnerability to radiant damage. You discovered that with Alicia's power.
Okay, dope. And I think I'm just gonna start punching again. Yep. Looking through my tools. Yep, that's it. Punch.
A portable takes 6 points of damage and is affected by your gauntlets.
All right. Yep. Not taking not doing a whole lot of damage, but getting their attentions. I'm going to swim over to the guy on Lotus, provoking, and I'm going to try to punch this guy.
Right. A 16 plus 2, 18 hits.
All right. And then I will pass to Lotus.
I'm sorry, the lackadaisical will steal.
Okay.
All right, Akia is in front of him, releasing this pulsing effect. Lackadaisical is going to attempt to claw our friend Akia. That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And I will need a con save from Akia. All right, that is successful. You are not poisoned by this creature's attack. All right, this creature, portable, it's got a flanking situation against Alicia. It's at disadvantage to attack. That is all right with it. It will attempt to bite Alicia. Oh, at disadvantage, it's a 25 to hit for 15 damage on Alicia.
Yeah, that hits.
Hey, and
the temp HP takes most of that.
thank you, Lathander.
Bless the Thunder. Speaking of Bless the Thunder, Alicia presents their holy symbol. I'm going to save their last channel divinity in case some other shit happens, but this time they're going to a little bit less of a pulse of light comes from it, and they're going to cast okay, it erupts from you, so I'm centered on it. So I need these two to make con saves.
They both fail. Both of these creatures are going to take double damage from that and are bloodied.
Okay. And then bonus action, Alicia's going to move their spiritual weapon, targeting one that is near death, and it's going to whack it with spiritual weapon. 18.
What does it look like as Alicia destroys that ghoul?
I think home run bat with this morning star that looks like the sun as it just swings dead center into this thing's chest and just kind of rips it apart.
Absolutely. And it is out of here. And because that ghoul is destroyed, it can no longer steal. So you have choice of who to pass to.
All right, I will pass it to Lotus.
All right. I still got some tip HP, so you know what? I don't. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and just move away. Attack of opportunity.
All right. It will attempt to claw Lotus as Lotus walks away. Natural 20.
Reaction.
Disadvantage. It's got disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, it does. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, all right, so 12. Yeah, 12 would miss. All right.
My hand was hovering over that warding flare.
All right, so target it. Like Daze Coal, and then I'll go ahead and pop a couple of optic blasts at it. $14 and then a 25, both for 4 force damage.
All right. The creature will take both of those shots.
All right, so that'll be all for me. I'll then only pass the only one left to Brief Aquatic Ghoul.
All right. All right. It is fighting with Gaiman and the other ghoul. It will attempt to make a bite attack at Gaiman's back. That's an 18 because of the flank. Which I believe will just beat Gaiman's armor class.
Passing to me, yes?
Yes, so Gaiman is attacked. In round 5, the hand still appears to be not coming back to life to allow another pulse. And Gaiman, is your turn.
Alright, so that's for the one up front, one behind me next.
The one in front is destroyed. It's 19 and Brief is still up.
Alright, that's all I got. I'm assuming it's going to steal, otherwise I would have passed it to Akia.
All right, Brief will steal it, fighting the raging Gaiman. It will see if it can make a claw strike against Gaiman. It misses. They will pass to Akia.
All right. We'll punch. Attempt to punch.
That is a natural 1.
That one. Yep. I will attempt to punch again.
A 14 is enough to hit these creatures.
All right. I think I'll just shuffle slightly, and then I guess it will steal.
It will. Lackadaisical will take it. It will fight against Akia. It's got disadvantage on this attack. Or no, it has normal on this attack because it's fighting you. Here we go.
Yes.
That's a 25 to hit Akia.
All right, it hits.
All right, and they will pass to Portable, who's fighting with Alicia. Ooh. That is poison status for our friend Akia. Unless, do you have advantage against the poison status?
I have to check. I think so. I'll double check while we go on.
And that is a miss against Alicia here.
That's
As
just
it, and then they will pass to Lotus.
I
Yes,
do
you're
have
not
advantage.
poisoned.
All right. Okay, I'm still in a good spot here. I'll just go ahead and target Days Cool once again. Fire off 2 of my optic blasts. Right, 17 for 2. 16 for max damage.
All right, Lackadaisical is looking near death after that last Eldritch Blast.
All right, now go ahead and pass to Alicia.
All right, Alicia is up.
All right. Bonus action. We have spiritual weapon over and attack. This one. 22.
Okay. That is a hit, and for 16 damage, that destroys the creature as your spiritual weapon smashes through the creature as if it were a stick of butter.
Alright, and then the one that is then Kia's face, they're going to present their holy symbol, and this time they're going to shoot off a conviction. 26 to hit.
26 hits, and the creature is destroyed.
Okay, and is anyone missing temp HP? Lotus is
Okay.
All my temp HP went away.
I'm good. I've still got 2 left.
I've got a lot of temp HP abilities.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, it's only a 30-foot radius from there, so I think Kia's the only person that would benefit from it. So you would get 7 temp HP if you need it.
Okay.
And that is it. At least it's gonna stay where they are. That's it. Was that the last in the round?
You were the last in the round.
Oh, okay. And I'll pass it to Gaiman. So we can wrap this up.
You mean cut it off? Or cut off the enemy or
Yes.
something? I don't know. I'm not sure. Alright, still going?
It is still going. And Gaiman, with that strike, the brief aquatic ghoul is destroyed. Now, heroes, you see within the chest the hand that was releasing these pulses of energy seems to be slightly twitching. What will you all do to try to stop this pulsing palm from continuing its evil work?
Is it possible to do a religion check to see how what would be needed to, I guess, purify a cursed item?
Do you have any holy water?
Oh, I do. I have tons of holy water.
I believe holy water, according to my monster research scale, I believe holy water would at least temporarily disable it. I'm not
Can't
sure
you
it
just
would.
bless the water that's around it?
That's also a possibility.
Maybe we should holy water and try and chop it. Maybe Gaiman could attack it while the holy water is affecting it.
Sounds good to me.
Seems
Are we
pretty
still
evil.
in initiative or not?
I was keeping us there just to see what your guys' plan was. So you guys are going to drench the thing in holy water, and then Gaiman's going to run over and chop it.
Do I think
I'll-
that would
I'll move.
work?
I'll move back.
Alicia, give us just a quick religion check just to see what you think might happen when this plan goes off.
Okay.
With a 19, you believe that this will be successful. You think that this would end the power of this creature's hand that has been imbued into this chest.
Okay, then Alicia will nod in agreement, and I guess if we're still in initiative, gaming can kind of pass it to me. I can get some stuff ready.
I'll
Or-
pass to Alicia.
We can exit initiative as you guys
Okay.
keep your plan going.
Okay. Then yeah, Alicia will reach into their pack, bring out a flask of holy water, and well, I guess we're underwater, so they'll uncork it and kind of make sure that the holy water is swirling around this mummified hand, and then look to Gaiman. I guess I still have my spiritual weapon up, so I'll also take some swings at it.
So, as Gaiman's axe makes contact with the hand, there is a torrent of blood that shoots out from within the chest up into the water surrounding you all, and it begins to cloud and kind of dissipate, and the hand begins to crinkle and shrink as it begins to fade into dust as you remove it from the chest, revealing the very hefty amount of treasure within that I will copy. And I will take over to the treasure section of the Discord real quick. So, within the chest, you will find 5,208 GP and coinage from this hand. And then you find 3 fine art objects. A gold ring set with bloodstones, a bronze crown, and a silk robe with golden embroidery.
Cool.
So, as this army of ghouls dissipates, you find this chest. There are 2 more areas you could potentially swim on over to discover under the sea here. That will take us back to the map as you guys kick the crap out of those ghouls. That was pretty fun to see. I want to give you guys a DM inspiration each for handling the troll negotiation non-violently, because that could have been set up as a combat encounter where you guys went over and started smacking the trolls around, especially when you found out that they had a very rare magic item.
I mean, Jerry's still out.
We attacked them now that they have gorged themselves.
Now
on our golden-
that they're under the effects of the itis, and we know they have a powerful magic weapon.
Once the mud butt settles in, then we know it's game on.
We have to ask Akia, is that a side effect of the food you created? Does it have the mud butt?
Not that Ikea knows of.
Oh no.
Ikea's never eaten it before.
Well, Kia's never really eaten anything, right?
Correct. They're waiting.
Now,
They're waiting for the day.
Because of the food that was created, if it's different from what they normally eat, it could mess with the gut biome, creating the mud bug.
Fair. I always like to imagine that the food created from Create Food and Water is the gruel served to Neo that kind of tasted like chicken, but it looked like oatmeal.
I think it tastes like tuna fish.
What a great movie. Y'all, I had a great time in this adventure with all of the hijinks that were had. I hope you guys enjoyed finding a bunch of treasure. I hope you guys enjoyed opening oysters in the bottom of the ocean and fighting a veritable army of the undead. And treating with trolls. Always an interesting activity. You guys will reach the island of Grimscow on the 5th day of travel. You guys are on travel day 4.
I believe we're on day 3.
I thought you guys were on day 4. My notes could be wrong. You could be on travel day 3. No, I'm not saying this exists, but my folder that I have our encounters in says day 4, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's correct. Anyhow, you will reach the Isle of Grimskull on the 5th day.
Cool.
I will pause our encounter timetable. I am planning to be here next week to run another session. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I hope you guys have a safe week this coming week of July. I hope it is not too hot by y'all right now.
Oh yeah, heat waves, fun times.
Today was the first day it wasn't in the 90s. Thank you guys for playing. I have to head out. I've got to coach in the morning. Tomorrow, y'all, we are doing the interesting exercise known as the shrimp squat. I'll send you guys videos later. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a good one.
Unless you go watch Predator.
Oh, that's right. No, I need to go to bed. Okay, guys.
All right, thanks for running, and thanks everyone for tuning in. Guys, next time.
See ya.
All right. Good game. See y'all later.
Night.
GG's.
Night.